Hi, good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, May 23. Brazil policy arrest close aide of president in the World Cup scheme. Tadeu Filippelli, a former vice-governor of the capital and the cabinet advisor, was among three senior politicians detained in Brazil's latest corruption scandal. A new thread of the web of corruption investigation around the Brazil's president, Michel Temer, was revealed on Tuesday when police arrested a close aide for an alleged kickback scheme involving the World Cup stadium in Brasilia. Tadeu Filippelli, a former vice-governor of the capital and the cabinet advisor, was among three senior politicians detained by police during morning raids. The suspects are accused of deliberately inflating the cost of the Mané Garrincha stadium in return for bribes from the construction company. The venue, which was used in the quarter-final and third-place playoff of the 2014 tournament, was initially budgeted at $180 million, but ended up costing $454 million. After Wembley, it is the second most expensive football stadium in the world, but the 72,800 seats are almost never filled because Brasilia has no top-tier football club. Last year, the spectacular edifice was used as a bus depot. Temer office said Filippelli was dismissed from his post as soon as the charges were made public, but the arrest adds to the pressure of the embattled president, who was formally accused by the Attorney General last week of obstruction justice and corruption related to the sprawling graft schemes at a major company uncovered by the Lava Jato car wash investigation. A secret tape recording released last week appears to show Temer condoning hush money payoffs to the jailed former House Speaker Eduardo Cunha. It was part of the plea bargain by the heads of the meat-packing company, JBS, who also provided evidence of bribery that prompted the Supreme Court to suspend another of Temer's aides in Congress, Rocha Loures, and one of his most powerful coalition allies, the senator and the former presidential candidate Aécio Neves. 18 members of the cabinet are also being investigated for alleged graft related to the state-run oil company Petrobras and the construction company Odebrecht. Temer has denied the accusations and refused to step down. "I won't resign. Oust me if you want," he said in an interview with Brazil's Folha de São Paulo newspaper on Monday. At least 9 impeachment motions have been submitted against him in Congress, including one by the Bar Association. The president's approval rating have fallen into single digits. The Brazilian public has long complained of corruption and wasteful public spending. In 2013, millions took to the streets to vent their frustration about their governance, focusing largely on the squandering of money on World Cup stadiums that were overpriced and unlikely to be well used after the tournament. Their worst fears have been confirmed by recent testimonies from Odebrecht construction executives who revealed that renovation costs of the at least 5 World Cup venues were artificially inflated to generate kickbacks to politicians. Yeah, this is not a surprise. After the World Cup, after the Olympic Games, in any events in Brazil, the corruption is new in my country. This is a shame. For me, it's the great shame. Have the president, corrupt president, corrupt vice governor, corrupt every politicians. I think this is very common in Brazil. The corruption. It's amazing. I don't have words to describe this great shame is in Brazil. Brazil wants to make great events, but great events, why? Instead to make the great events, use this money to build hospitals, schools, improve the education, the health system. Not the build a stadium, build the arenas. This is a great absurd. Use the million of reais, or million pounds, dollars, in build a stadium. They built 12 stadiums. But is the great, I don't know the expression in English, is the elephant white. In this case, the Mané Garrincha in Brasilia, almost 1 billion, no, more, 1,500 million reais. It is amazing. So 900 million of reais only the corruption. Is bribes. This is absurd. This is my opinion. It's absurd. Using this money to build, to improve the Brazilian life, because in Brazil is very necessary build infrastructure, like the same the highways, streets, I don't know, and education. Health system is the building hospital, improve the SUS, Sistema Único de Saúde, is about the health system, because the health in Brazil is the worst, is one of the worst in the world. But they preferred to use this money to build stadium, to build arena, during the World Cup, during the Olympic Games. I remember that in 2 years, Brazil will make the other great event, sport event, is the let me remember, the American Cup in 2 years. We would be in 2 years. You rubber more money to using this stadium. Who knows? But the corruption in Brazil is a shame. It's a shame. Thank you very much to watch my new video. If you want to learn English or talk with me in English, come here at Class Portuguese Idiomas, or we can to do classes by Skype anywhere in the world. Share this video with your family, friends, enemies, everybody. Give a like on my Facebook page. I want to achieve 200 likes, so please help me in this part. Subscribe on my YouTube channel. This is very important for me. This is my motivation to make videos every day. So subscribe on my YouTube channel. In my YouTube channel you can find other videos in other languages, in Italian, in Brazilian, Portuguese, Spanish, French, of course, in English. These videos are about interesting news in the world. So share my other videos, comment my other videos, and give a like on my other videos. If you want to talk with me about any time, you can send me one message by WhatsApp. Here is my WhatsApp number. I will wait your message. Thank you very much, my friends. See you tomorrow with the other interesting news. A great thing of every people in the Americas, Asia, Europe, Africa, Oceania, the many countries in the world. Thank you very much to watching for watching my videos. Thank you so much. I see you tomorrow, my friends. Have a nice Tuesday evening, or Tuesday night, or Wednesday if you are watching this video right now. Thank you very much. Bye, my friends.